Hey guys, what's up? Today we're going to take a look over another LEGO Ninjago set I have here for you guys. And this time we're going to take a look over is one of the new sets for this year. And we have a LEGO Ninjago Legacy set. Yes, Ninjago Legacy is back. It's been a long time since we've seen it, since 2021. And now I have one of the sets I have in my collection. So the one I'm going to take a look over is this right here. Just going to move this to the back. Bring this up a little bit right here, and there we go. So today we're going to take a look over is the 2026 LEGO Ninjago Legacy set I have here with me. And I think I might accidentally said 2027 at the beginning, so I do apologize for that. So I am very exhausted. So we have here is the 2026 LEGO Ninjago Legacy set I have here with me. This is set number 71866, Ninjago Character Display set. This comes with 447 pieces. Comes with by the look of it, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 minifigures. Well, 7 minifigures and 1 anniversary minifigure comes with this set. Now before we continue on, you guys do me a little bit of quick favor, so I'll be right back. Hey you! Stop what you're doing! Like, comment, subscribe, turn on the notification bell, and enjoy your day. So this set I ordered it at the Target website because, well, if you guys remember, this set is still not out of the store yet. Which was still in goddamn April. This should have been released at the beginning of this year. And yet, none of my Walmart or Target ever released in the store. Which is, kind of a bit bullcrap right there. Very, very bullcrap. So anyways, here's what the package style is going to look like right here. You can see the front of the packaging of all the 7 main characters, plus the bottom right of the anniversary minifigure comes with, which is the Master of Lightning right there. I hope I said it right, but now we actually have official name of the Elemental Master from the past, which I kind of forgot her name was. So from the recording, I'm just going to say the Elemental Master of Lightning. The side of the packaging right here, you guys can see showing off the display of the minifigure right here, and down here is the showing off the door of the monastery, showing Sensei Wu right there, or of course Master Wu, but anyways. And you can see at the top of the packaging right here showing off all the minifigure it comes with. You got Cole, Jay, Samurai X, which is also Nia, Master of Lightning, the exclusive minifigure from the set, Kai, Loi, Sane, and Sensei Wu. This is the legacy version of Sensei Wu from the I think by representing showing the pilot series. But all these minifigures right here are represented from the season 1 suit, so yeah, that's actually pretty cool. Nothing on the side right here, nothing on the bottom, and the back of the packaging right here showing off everything right here you guys can see. So like I said, this is just a display set right there, which is actually pretty cool. And also down here it said collect all 7. So that means you have to collect all 7 collectible minifigures of this. 3 of them is on the Old Town set, the biggest one for this year, which is actually pretty cool. And you can see right here, you can put any minifigures right here. And there's like an Easter egg in the back of it, which I will show you off on a bit right there. So yeah. So let's get on with the minifigures. Let's starting off with the first one right here. I know this is going to be a long one for showing off the minifigures, but here it is, legacy version of Kai CX right there. Yes, all the minifigures right here from this year are representing their CX suit, and these was shown during season 1 of Rise of the Serpent, if I can remember. So yeah, unfortunately though, I don't have the original minifigures of it except for JCX. Mine is it doesn't have the shoulder pad right there, but in the future, I am gonna do a review on the Jay's his old lightning jet. So yeah, so here it is, Kai right here, and the painting is going in the detail of the minifigure looks so cool. Comparing this one with the original CX suit, there's a lot of differences between this one and the original one right there. And I just want to say one thing: LEGO did a great job of work. Doing this, redesigning everything right there. One of the new pieces for this year is the new is the new headpiece for the ninjas right there, which is so amazing. They brought back the Sword of Fire, which I'm actually glad they did that. And you can see the gold highlights right there on the minifigures. If I can remove, and by the way, he does have the double-sided face, so it is using the Ninjago movie minifigures head right there. And looking over the back right there, you guys can see his old emblem right there, which is actually pretty nice, and I actually do like it about it. Most of the minifigures right here look so good, but there is some 3 are not that great. Well, I might have to tell you about it right now, which is, here we have Cole CX. Oh shit. So here it is, Cole CX right there, if the camera can see in focus. And you can see right here. Now, if you guys remember the original that came out in 2012, it has the shoulder highlights, the shoulder CX, and the shoulder, the silver CX armor and the silver headband. This one we have here is in gold, and a lot of people, including me, are not happy about it. Yeah, 3 of the minifigures will be that I'm going to talk about. I am actually kind of a bit disappointed of, but looking over what the rest of it right here on Cole, it looks so cool. And looking at the gold highlights on the suit right there, looking great. And you can see a new version of the Side of Quakes right there. Comparing the one that we have since 2011, I'm not sure about this one. It's been a long time we've seen this piece right here, and I think the last time I seen this piece, it was turned around when they used Lego Hero Factory as some add-on piece, claws, other stuff, which is actually pretty cool. He does have the double-sided face, by the way. And looking over again under his suit right there, you can see his old emblem once again. Yes, this is going to be a long video, which I know some of you guys are going to hate it for this, but this is my video, this is my channel, so I'll do whatever I want. In other words, you can shut up and bite me, because I'm already sick enough of people complaining, so yeah. Here we have JCX. Yes, I am very disappointed with this minifigure right here. It's using gold accent instead of silver, which is throw off everything right there, and I'm not actually happy about it. But they did add like some lightning detail on the minifigure right there. You guys can see right there, if I can zoom on the stupid camera, you can see the lightning details on the right side of the minifigures, even down there on the belt, looking fantastic. And coming to the back, you can see his old emblem. But when I do remove his old minifigure, the body armor, he's using the Ninjago movie minifigure head, by the way. And he has the new version of the Nunchucks of Lightning. And we actually have a new piece right here for this year, which is the new chain piece, which I think these are actually new for this year. I'm not sure. I'm not sure what kind of new pieces they use for this set, and I don't know which color they're using for this year, but you can see the lightning details right there, and you can see his old emblem right there. Pretty nice. But yeah, like I said, I don't know what the new pieces they use on this set has been using, or the new colors. Of course, the new headbands, the new CX headbands are new. Now, next up we had Sane CX, and this time we have something special for this minifigure, because I know most people review Sane CX on his normal face, but I'm reviewing this one right here because if you remember one of the episodes, if you haven't seen one of the episodes for Ninjago for Season 1, I would highly recommend to stop watching this, go watch the episode, and yeah, you will figure it out. But anyways, looking over to Sane, I think he looks almost identical to his original one. It is a little bit different though. I may not show which area right here, but he does have like some little gold highlight accents right there, which is actually pretty cool. He does have the classic shuriken of ice, which is actually pretty nice. And when I'm going to remove this, you guys will be surprised about it. Here it is. If you guys remember the episode of this right there, good, because the instructions said you can put the minifigures facing like this, and you can see what he looks like that, but I wrote a display like this, so just because it's actually one of my favorites, and it's been a long time since we've seen his his actual cyborg part exposed, which is during season I don't know if I can recall, season 4, like I said, if I can recall. And you can see the back of it right here, his old emblem, pretty nice. So yeah. And I remember the rebooted version of Sane, which is Techno Sane, showing off his if the camera can even focus, his cybernetic stuff. Remember, he's an android. So yeah. Now, next up is Lloyd ZX. Yes, I'm also pretty disappointed with Lloyd because, if you guys remember, he has the gunmetal gray accent instead of, the gold and the silver, because the minifigure, the original minifigure that came out in 2012, they had gunmetal gray. Yeah, I know a lot of people are not happy about this one, but years later, now Lloyd has like gold accents of it, and yes, I understand why. But for me, as an old school, as the Ninjago fan that who's a big fan for 15 years, it need gunmetal gray. I'm sorry, but anyways, looking over to this minifigure right there, it actually looks pretty nice. The gold accents of it right there, it looked like little snake scales, which actually does look pretty cool, but it also could be more representing that, dragon scales, but it's actually like snake scales. And he does come with his weapon right here, which is the gold machete, which is actually pretty nice. Oh, it is somewhat of a sword, but I know it's not a machete, but you guys know what I mean. Removing the minifigure head is, of course, using the Ninjago movie minifigure head, but also he does have his old emblem right here for 2012, which is the snake emblem. Then years later, we have like a dragon emblem, which is during around the Final Battles series. Well, the Final Battle era for Ninjago, was supposed to be like the last time we've seen the original members of Ninjago, but you already know about it. So that pretty much that's it for Lloyd. Now we get getting on with Nia in her original Samurai X suit. Minus, it has some dark azure around her belt. This is Samurai X. If you guys are new collecting Ninjago, or if you guys are new for this, years ago, Nia was Samurai X. She wasn't a ninja before, she was Samurai X, but years later, during Possession, she is now the Water Ninja, and here we are today. And this actually looks pretty cool, to be honest with you. Comparing the original Samurai X that came out 2012 and the one we have for Legacy that came out during 2019, if I can recall, and comparing this one right here of today, it does look pretty cool. Yeah, like I said, I don't know why they added the darker shirt around her belt, which I know it's kind of throws off a little bit. It does have the phoenix symbol right there, which was her original signature of it right here. Well, her original symbol right there, which is actually pretty cool. You can actually store the two black katanas right there at the back of it for weapon storage. Which I forgot to mention one thing for the original CX armor. You can store the katanas right there, and you can see what she looks like on it. You can see double-sided face right here, of course, using the Ninjago movie minifigure head. And I know the video is getting longer and longer and longer, but like I said, this is my channel, so shut up. And you can see her original emblem right here, her original symbol, the phoenix, which actually looks pretty cool. So yeah, Samurai X was actually one of my favorite characters for Ninjago during Season 1, which I found out it was Nia. When one of the episodes, I was surprised about it, and still today, Samurai X is still one of my favorite characters. But, of course, Pixel is now the new Samurai X, so, yeah. So here we have Sensei Wu. Now, the new color they use for this one is his staff right there. If you guys remember years ago, Sensei Wu has the reddish brown staff right there, instead of this one right there, which I know a lot of people have been waiting for this one, and now we have a more accurate version of Sensei Wu for this one. But this one is represented I think it's like the pilot or the Season 1 version of Sensei Wu, and this looks pretty cool. And I just want to say one thing, actually look perfect. Like, hands down, it does look pretty perfect. I don't know, the rice hat is also like a new color for this year, because I think I remember they kind of used the a gold rice hat. I gotta check my Sensei Wu minifigure I have for the spinners. I know it has like the gold one, but yeah, if I can remove the beard so you can see his the rest of the suit right there, it does look pretty cool. And also remove the rest of the beard, and you can see the head right there, like his full face, not his head. So yeah, and pretty much that's it for that for Sensei Wu. And now we'll get getting on with the last minifigure, which is the collectible, which is the Master of Lightning, which is this one right here. And if you guys don't know about this one, this is also spoiler alert, which I do highly recommend to watch Skybound, and this is Jay's mother. Yeah, this is Jay's mom. Shocker. No pun intended, okay? Everybody shut the hell up. But yeah, this is one of the new collectibles for this year, which is the 15th anniversary minifigures, which is the Serpentine War characters right there, which it does look pretty cool. Now here's the thing. Every Elemental Master, the original Elemental Master before the other ninjas, will come to this base right there, which showing the Ninjago 15th anniversary logo right there. But not only that, if you remove one of the side pieces right down there, you can see the colors for each Elemental Masters. For this one right here is, I don't know what the actual name of this one right here, but this one we have like a light blue, which is actually pretty nice. And there is two connection port, one here, like two peg holes right there and two pegs right there. You can connect it for the others display, the other minifigures for a nice display. Which in the future, I will probably try to get them. I said try because I know I'm probably never going to get them. But here it is, the Master of Lightning right there. She does look pretty cool. The black, dark blue, and blue with the metallic blue right there looks pretty cool. With the gold accent. Wait, it is gold accent. Looks pretty cool. And removing her hair right there, she doesn't have a double-sided face, so that's kind of sucks. More looks at right here. She does look pretty amazing, and I just want to say one thing. I think we've been waiting for this for a long, long time. And now we got that done, even though the video is getting more longer and longer, which, like I said, I don't give a rat's ass. Here it is, the display set right there. And I just want to say one thing. It does look fantastic. Now this right there is also representing the front entrance of the monastery, which is actually pretty cool. Like, I never owned none of the monastery set in my collection, and this is like somewhat of like part of the monastery set. But even though it's like a display set, the painting and sculpted in the detailing, using the parts of it right there, looks fantastic. The cherry tree on the right there looking so cool. And the door on the monastery looks great. Even the little shrine piece right there looks good. And this piece right there, you guys can see, this is the part of the shulker box for Minecraft. If you think I'm lying, look up the Lego Minecraft parts, and this part right there, this is the part of the shulker. You know, one of the creatures from the end. If you play Minecraft for a long time, which I haven't played Minecraft for a long time. Anyways, back to it. Looking over like the back of it right there, I know there's not much of it to say about it, but down here you guys can see, this is actually the part of from the pilot episode, which everything is actually translated, everything's in jargon right there, which is actually pretty cool. And now if I can zoom in the camera right there, if you guys want to pause the video, I would recommend to translate this into jargon, so you can read this part right there. But this is actually representing the story of two brothers, which is Sensei Wu and Lord Garmadon, which Sensei Wu banished Lord Garmadon to the underworld, which is also known as Hell. But yeah, the underworld, and you know the story. Well, if you guys watched the pilot episode, so duh. So yeah. And down here in the base of it, the set right there, you guys can see is the black and gold and red accents of it representing the little base stand right there. Now, most people wanted to know why there's two Technic pins exposed right there and one over there. Well, like I said, this is this display set. And it's right here. Now, I see most people like review them to plug it in right there, but for me, if you want to do my way, which I forgot, this is not like actual shit. For me, I have a better way, which is by flipping this around. Like so. And by connecting to the side of it right there, there you go. So you can see part of it right here connected in, which is actually pretty cool. You can connect it to this side, or that side right there is your choice. You can do whatever you want of it right there, but if you have like more of the shit, it's a bitch to get rid of. If you have more of the display minifigures for this right there, I know the legacy version of Loy's Titan Mech is already out now. Yeah, like I said, you have more of this. And you can see all this right here showing off. And there it is, this piece right here, this clear piece right here they use for postability. You can plug in any minifigures, whatever you want right there. And let's see, I want to put Sensei Wu right here. I want to put Kai down here. Loy up here. Yeah, Lloyd right there, then Cole. Shit. You have to somewhat angle it. Cole right there, I guess. Nia. This, I'm not posing the minifigure because I want to do like the final posing of it. Put Sane right here down here also, and for Jay, probably somewhere over here. Yeah, you could put any minifigures wherever you want to put it in, blah blah blah, yada yada yada. Yeah. So that's that. But I'm gonna give this the final post and give you guys my final results. So I'll be right back. Okay, before I actually end this off, I forgot to mention one thing. The door does open and close, which is actually pretty nice. Then you can put in like any of the minifigures right back here, like at the entrance. I mean, which is actually pretty cool. But there is a bit of a problem right there. If you actually try to completely close it right there, there is a gap of it right there. And if I can move it like all the way to the top of it, it doesn't look pretty great. There is like a modification of it right there to fix it, which I think a little YouTuber did this for this modification, which I'm not gonna do that on mine. So yeah, but I'm just forgot to mention one thing to you guys, letting you know about this. And also I forgot the other mention, you can put any two of your favorite minifigures for each ninja to sit down to have a nice cup of tea right there. And yeah, so sorry about that. I'm just very excited I got this set in my hands. But, yeah, I forgot to mention the important part of this right there. So, yeah, I do want to apologize for it. So, anyways, back to the final posing. There you go. This is the final pose I can give. It's very difficult to do so because you're barely getting like enough a little space to do so. But, anyways. You know, I think I highly recommend it to have this in your collection. If you guys want to put in your favorite ninjas for different suits from the past, even you want to put in Sensei Wu, or just, I don't know, leave it as it is. This is the one for you. But anyways, so I'm going to end this right here. So have fun, stay safe, and I'm out.